Hey guys, welcome to another Blender tutorial with me, Ryan, on Active TV. And if you're here on our channel, why don't you just give us a rumble if you're on Rumble, give us a thumbs up if you're on YouTube, and yes, if you're on BitChute, whatever you need to do on BitChute, give us a like, subscribe to this channel, because then you will get more of these and you will get notified whenever I release. So let's dive right into our next texture. If you've been following my previous videos or this whatever thread, this series, whatever, I'm going through the different textures that are actually built into Blender. And the reason being is because, you know, often we go and we look elsewhere, we go and try and look for textures, for HDRIs, and well, okay, HDRIs I would still go look for. But sometimes we go look for textures and then we have to go, you know, get them working. And meanwhile, within Blender, there are actually quite a lot of cool textures built into it. Right, so let's get cracking. So, in other words, if you haven't been following along, go look at my previous videos. We've gone through other textures as well, and they were all cool. So, looking at the next texture that is called Musgrave, and this is a favorite, right? So, I'm going to hit Shift A, I'm going to go to Textures, and then I'm going to add in the Musgrave texture right there. Without clicking or anything, it's attached to my mouse, so click there. Well, click just to settle it down, and I'm going to plug this guy into my base cutter. And then, of course, to see the texture, I've got to go to one of these two viewing options over here within my viewport. All right, you can see this one is the viewport shading, and this one is the actual render. Yeah, so this is material preview, and this one is render preview. Okay, I think this one is more specified for your lighting and any other. Yeah, it's a real-time rendering. Obviously, using your, if you go into render settings here, I'm using the Eve render engine. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So yes, let's stick to it. So immediately when I stick on this texture, you will see that I get this kind of look. This is Musgrave, right? But now with just a couple adjustments within here, so I can change scale to 7.6. I'm going to change my detail to 6.6. Oh wait, hold on. I'm going to go with this one, 3.2, my scale to 3.2. If I change my detail to 6 and I change my dimension to 0 and I change my this option over here to 1, and I've got a cow texture. How nice is that? Pretty cool, don't you think? All right, there are all these other guys, these other options that are over here. All right, a lot of these options are, if you don't see it, it's because of, you know, it depends on whether you've upgraded or not. So yeah, just check. I've got version 2.92 at this time at the moment. Maybe, you know, it's way ahead at the moment by the time you watch this video. Maybe it's not, I don't know. But there you go. You got a cool, if you're looking for a cow type of texture, there is your cow texture. The nice thing about Musgrave is that you can use it for rust as well. Rust, veins, even if you got, you know, like almost like a shade, like various, you know, areas of black and white as well. So let me show you another one. If I take this to 7.6, this is the one that I was busy with. 7.6, take this to 6.6, and then my dimensions to 0. And then I'm going to push this guy up to 1.9. You can see now how we've got this like rust, dust type of texture. And if you know how to use the principal shader, which I have covered before, and you plug this guy into, well, either your metal area over here. Yeah, in fact, it's your metal area, all right? And if you don't know, metal basically is, it can be on, either on or off. Right now it's off, so it's a very, off is your, what's called dielectric type of material. So it's your fabrics, your maybe like almost close to wood, you know, that type of stuff. And on is metal, completely metal. usually it's very reflective. If I had to put an HDRI on here, you will see a lot of like reflectiveness. You'll actually see the reflection, all right? But what a person's actually able to do is you can plug in a texture. You can create a texture, obviously using the black and white as coordinates for where I think white means shiny and black means not, non-shinier, whatever you want to call it, diffused or yeah. So if I plug in something like this into my metalness, you'll actually see it uses that mapping. If you look there, I don't know if you can see this, but you can see how the white, no, in fact the black is reflective and the white is non-reflective, right? And that's a lot like what rust is, isn't it? Certain areas are, see there, rust is non-reflective and your metal will be non-reflective. In fact, I am right, the black is reflective and the white is non-reflective. So that can help you a lot with rust as well. All right, let me show you another cool one for this texture. I'm going to leave scale at 7.6. I'm going to make this 6,1. I'm going to make this 0.8, and then I'm going to change this guy up to 2.6, and we've got a cloud-like texture. Right? How cool is that? Look at that. Clouds, right? Like clouds. You know, clouds in the sky? There you go. That's where you can use your Musgrave texture for, is clouds. And I don't know if you saw what I did just now, but when I change this, I think it is this guy over here. Okay, now let's try that again. Yes. This guy over here. There you go. You get these like lines, like these squiggles. Can you see how you got lines there? So you can use that for whatever you're looking for. Maybe if that's your kind of thing that you're going for. Just by changing that setting, keeping some of the same settings here, and you can adjust it. Let's take this up to 8. Let's get more detail out of it. All right, let's say I punch up that detail to freaking 15, for crying out loud. It doesn't change. Anyway, oh, there you go, detail. All right, let's put in more detail. Okay, there's not much adjustment. I'm not getting much enthusiasm here. So I guess we'll just take it, change my gain down. Anyway, play around with the settings, go check it out. But for me, this is also a very cool texture. Those are the different things that you're able to do with the Musgrave texture. So guys, check on for our next video. Our next video, we are looking at gradient texture. Yes, there's a texture called gradient texture. All right, and we'll be looking at that one in our next video. I'm going to show you how to use this and how to work this guy. So until next week, cheerio.